No capitulare e chanceないなんだなええ
Una bola que nice.
No hay nada. Oh, panzo no. Queda su delante, no. Ay, no. Sai, che questa è buon?
¡Ay!
Ah, sta passando.
Sai, referee.
Coño, mamma. E... Sai, to.
Apa mama bu?
No, regels zijn regels.
¿Qué pasa?
Tabo? Ay, no, arrea.
Gitu bu.
Fucking hell. Corre.
No, bola pala gure, bola pala gure, bola pala gure.
Laga. Hindi laga bora kinanta. Bora. Ah, bora. Jesus shit. Jammer, 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 jammer. Biri na miss. Kita. Ah. No. Ay, no. Coño sua. No, 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 no. Eh.
Ini tuh Rudiger.
Eh. Ah. No, no, Vega. No. Ah. Danke. Keeper. Keep. Ay, no, man. Coño, pues mama, keeper. Edi con.
Isso, sua.
Ay,
Pino,
nada
kanya
está
taba.
pasando.
Está pasando. Dios, no, olvídate vos.
Y una vez conseguido el gol del empate, ahora la confianza será mayor.
Bueno, man, no sta on of Kiko. No, pating, no. Di como teman di pating assim.
Mistakes were made this offseason. Let's go from kind of hurts to straight up team killer. And the first is the Kings getting DeMar DeRozan. I am sorry. No, he's a good player, good
Bula.
guy.
Okay.
But last year the Kings had the 14th ranked defense. Year before that, 24th. On offense, 13th last year. Number 1 the year before. So what do we need? Oh, I know. A
Buon corre, buon corre.
35-year-old
No!
who does almost nothing on defense. Wonderful. I am a
Bula.
DeMar DeRozan fan.
Ay, no.
Hasta aquí. Chos.
E kaya pulos trobami mi davanti sua. Oh mamma, kai. Kung eso tayo swerte na akin to. Ah, que sa computer pulo din mi man.
Vou mostrar pra você que você entende, tá não? Você tomou mal agora.
1000x your money with streaks if you get 11 in a row. So let's start your streaks off right with the first 2 picks.
Ow.
First up is Fred VanVleet, higher on his points. And then Chet Holmgren, higher on his points. Pretty cool that we're already saying these names. And best of luck if you were tailing those picks. Check out this updated map to see if Underdog is available in your area. They have promos going on, and if you use my promo code AMHOOPS, you get a special free score. Up to $1,000 in bonus cash. But next is the Blazers. Not trading outside of Malcolm Brogdon. Why is Jeremy Grant, DeAndre Ayton, and Robert Williams still on this team? Oh, I know. It's for veteran leadership on a young roster. Well, have you seen Scoot Henderson?
Serio, Ega?
He's going to come off the bench this year. Last year was so up and down, he's got a ton to prove in year 2. So with all that pressure and all this veteran leadership, here's how Scoot's opening press conference begins. What do you look back on about this season? Kind of what you
Ora bindi natin to.
I look back at the food, the good food that I had. Yeah, a lot of food. And you know what I learned from it.
What? Yo, I'm not gonna say it, but the top.
I know.
Might be right. It's a good thing adding Dinigavia and
Manang.
Klingon. But if the goal is to develop, Klingon ain't getting priority.
Otro
he's
más.
buried behind
Vai pala.
at center. Then
Ala,
Robert
que
Williams,
ode,
and
man.
with Duop. But worse was the Rockets trading the Nets picks back for more picks
man.
from the Suns. And I get the idea, right? Like you flip control of 2 first-round picks for 4 more ammo in a star trade. But 2025 is an insane draft. I mean, forget just
No, mo come vedo la cosa che no.
No, I don't know. This is going.
No.
Fully guaranteed. Could have been Cooper Flag. And we don't even know what star they're going to get. Oh, we're going to trade for Devin Booker. Are you sure about that? I mean, what if it's like Karl Anthony Towns was available? Is that better than potentially Cooper Flag for a young team? Or Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper? No, probably a mistake. But I feel worse for Pelicans fans.
Shit,
He just
trobe.
and this guy on Twitter said, I've never seen a team with negative aura. And you know what he means.
Hala, que odeio, man.
I get it. So they traded for DeJounte Murray. Made sense. I mean, you fill the point guard need, and you replace Brandon Ingram's mid-range game. But one problem, they didn't trade Brandon Ingram. Why not? Because normally when an all-star is in a contract year, he forces his team into a tough spot. Either you sign him to a new extension or you trade him. And the Pelicans refused to sign him because they won't pay the luxury tax, and no one wanted to trade for him. So now they have
Offside.
to get trade value by featuring him in the offense. But he's a bad fit with this team. Everybody needs the ball. It's going to lose them valuable games.
I know, Vega.
Can you imagine leaning on BI to be a leader while everyone knows that he's going to get traded? They shouldn't have gotten DeJounte Murray unless they knew Ingram was out, but he ain't. But even worse was the Chicago Bulls offseason. Can you believe their 2025 first-round pick goes to the Spurs unless it's in the top 10? So lose games, right? Nope. Let DeMar DeRozan go to the Kings, trade Alex Caruso away, but they still have Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic, and Lonzo Ball. I know the idea here is to rehab their trade value, then dump them at the trade deadline. But until then, they're going to end up winning a lot more games than they should. If they're getting traded anyway, why wait? Do it now. Oh, and let's talk about the Alex Caruso trade. You are telling me they couldn't get one first-round pick for Caruso? He is one of the most respected role players in the league. And they got Josh Giddey, who was unplayable in the postseason. Really, from OKC, the team with more first-round picks than they know what to do with. And they couldn't get one. They could have attached that one pick to Zach LaVine to dump his salary. But no, now they're going to roll it Zach trying to win every game. Great. But you can make the case that Denver letting KCP go was even worse. The reason is they are ruining the prime of potentially a top 15 all-time player. And the reason they let him go was to stay out of the second apron. But if any team can survive,
Coño.
like the Celtics are a second apron team.
Okay.
Bromina.
Ay, sí, merecido, sí.
Play Christian Brown and lean on young guys like Julian Strother and Peyton Watson, who Coach Michael Malone hates. So when you see reports about the coach and the front office disagreeing, you know what it's all about. Malone is like, you want me to win? Then keep my good players. Don't leave me with guys I don't even want to play. Now, had they pulled a Bucks and gotten Gary Trent Jr. on a minimum, or the Mavs last year getting Derrick Jones Jr., then I get it. But that's not what they did. But even worse
Te
than
queda
that,
con il trobe, so den coño vega che su mama, man.
this has been an all-in for years. Back to 2019, we got first-round pick for James Harden. But if there was even a hint that they weren't going to re-sign Paul George, why did they do that? Now they are all out of assets to improve now and in the future, and they suck right now. The worst of both worlds. At least keep PG and not suck. And oh yes, they will play fine to start with. Of course they will. But then we all know what's going to happen. Injuries going to pile up. Kawhi won't be there for the playoffs if they even make it.
Impossible, so.
What they should have done is pay PG and go into the second April. I know it sucks, but why not? Oh, okay, so you can't add more players to that team.
Então what?
So what?
Então.
At least you have a chance. Or if they absolutely had to trade him, then send him to the Warriors because the Dubs really wanted Paul George. I mean, they had several offers on the table and were this close. Clippers would replace PG with one pick, a young guy, and Chris Paul's expiring contract to get that money off the books. But they ended up giving up 3 picks for James Harden, let PG walk, and now they're screwed for years. The worst mistake this offseason. But enough with the negative stuff. What about Rookie of the Year this coming season? I know this draft class has gotten a lot of crap, but someone's going to win it. We also know one or two All-Stars come out of even the worst draft. So I looked at who's going to win Rookie of the Year, and the answer actually low-key shocked me.
Het populaire strand Mambo Beach voor de deur en genieten van rust. Dat kan als je verblijft bij Bombini Seaside Resort op Curaçao.
Chris Paul has had one of the most controversial basketball careers ever. A perennial All-NBA and All-Defensive player who filled the stat sheet, won at least 50 games almost every his prime, yet never secured his spot among accolade-based viewers with either an MVP or a championship. But what if we take all of those accomplishments out of the equation and exclusively look at the basketball being played on the floor? What if CP3's combination of shooting, passing, and ball handling made him one of the best offensive players ever? What would that mean for his standing as an all-time great? In order to evaluate CP3 at his best, we first have to actually decide what his best years were. I feel like most would point to his younger days in New Orleans, and they'd raise a very compelling argument. There's no denying how that explosiveness as an athlete allowed him to apply downhill pressure at a much higher level, especially in transition. And if you were to say 08 or 09 were his best seasons, you wouldn't get much of an argument from me. Personally, if I had to choose, I'd say I very marginally prefer what he was doing in 2015 and 2016. He improved the jump shot, he tightened up his handle, but most importantly, he had completely mastered all of the reads, as this version of Paul was pretty much the ultimate floor general. Of course, it all started with his ability to pass the ball. There's a reason he's widely considered to be one of the best facilitators ever. And what always stood out to me was the sheer accuracy. It didn't matter if he was on the other side of the court, throwing corner to corner. When that ball arrived at the intended target, the placement was almost always perfect, and that can make a world of difference. There wasn't a pass he couldn't make with precision. As soon as the low man starts cheating over, he's going to fire a one-handed fastball to the corner, and just look at where it hits Josh Smith. He barely even has to adjust. And it was the same thing whenever he was on the move. It didn't matter if he was going left or right, or even making the delivery with either hand. He just knew how to put the ball where his teammates wanted it. I actually want to focus on the deliveries, though, because a big part of being a great passer is versatility, and there's nothing Chris Paul couldn't do. Most will point to his size as a limiting factor, and while he may not have had access to as many angles as some bigger creators, he could still float the ball up over rim protectors with great timing. And if there wasn't a window to get the ball over these bigs, he'd look for slight gap from the floor.
It's NBA Today. Alongside AMK's senior writer David Dennis Jr. and NBA senior writer Brian Windhorst, I'm Monica McNutt, in for the fantastic Malika Andrews. Look, y'all, we've got a packed show today. But we're going to start with the first family of basketball. LeBron James and Bronny James, they took to the court for the first time as Lakers.
Tony Bomama guy.
With that being said, we go, in fact, to the court. LeBron James and Bronny James. Well, just a warm-up. It starts and warm-up, David. Oh, there we go. Showing us a little promise of what's to come. Of course, also, maybe, right? Maybe. Birthday for Bronny James, by the way, his 20th birthday. Happy birthday to him. All right, let's get to the action. The fight for the loose ball. LeBron's going to come away with it. Still doing things like this, Wendy. Look in. Very special. Bronny enjoys it. And just for good measure, y'all. One more look at it. It just...
Tonto!
All right.
Coño, man.
Bronny in the ball game. LeBron also on the floor. The two of them getting ready to play defense, standing next to each other. Little talk to your teammates. LeBron on the left wing. Cool, calm, collected. When it goes left, that's going in. Good looking shot.
Va a tener que pegue viso hoy.
Then we got some
Cool, calm, collected. Ai, te coño. Tá pra trás com a conclusão. A minha missão é vero, assim.
That one, not quite, but these two keep playing.
Ah, no la vi.
La capa, la capa.
Backhand draws the contact. That's an and one play. He finished with 19 points. Bronny was held scoreless in 13 minutes off the bench. The Suns, though, win this one, 118 to 114. LeBron had plenty to say, obviously, after such a big moment for their family post-game.
Ay, babay capa. Shit, mucho gol.
Zoek naar een nieuwe iPhone? Kies het refurbished model van
Mira aquí.
De slimme manier om korting te krijgen op tech waar je van houdt. Swappie, around for good. Ga naar swappie.nl.
Tonto guy.
Amiabu.
So tattaran ng lolo. Nan.
New Balance. We got now.
Thank you.
Ay, ¿cómo te agradezco? Pero Amiabu.
Oh, habo Kevin. Keep a gas.
My guy was taking the ball out. We still kind of stood next to each other. I kind of looked at him and it was just like. But it was great to have those moments out there with him. JJ told us we were going to be playing together.
No! Tikong guy. Oh, boy.
It's a normal game with my teammate, to be honest. I'm always thinking about, that's my dad, because that's literally my dad. So I just go out there and, when I'm playing, he's just my teammate. That's all I'm thinking at that point. I just think, for him just to be able to, keep his head straight forward, keep the blinders on, even with the situation last
Stop the heart.
He came out of that and continue to work, continue to put himself in a position where he can even, be drafted, and now it's just a work in progress. He wants to continue to get better, he wants to continue to learn, and he's doing it every single day. So it's great to see.
All right, post-game, much later post-game, James Sr. went to Twitter to reflect on the moment. Can you read that, David?
Wow, that was for real with emotional emojis, praise hands, all the good stuff. He was giving you his feelings.
Very clear, lots of, like you said, emotions, big-time feelings about that. Wendy, I want to start with you, though, because you've covered LeBron and his family for a long time. The culmination of them being on the court together in a preseason game, get us there.
First off, major dad energy from LeBron with the bucket hat and making a reference to a 25-year-old movie, The Matrix, 5 years before his son was ever born. Look, at the risk of sounding old, I was there the night that Bronny was born. LeBron had to leave after a 3-day practice, and in October of 2004...
Quando che pasando mano romana, ma seriously.
And I remember him saying that night as he was leaving to go to the hospital, he told me he was going to name him after himself. And the reason he told me LeBron James Jr. was because he didn't have a father, and he wanted every day to have the responsibility of knowing he had to raise his son better than he was raised by his father. He later regretted it because he didn't want to put the pressure on him.
No, bota latte in Turcaia, lolo.
20 years from today, you are going to be playing with your son in the NBA. And let me just say, LeBron doesn't suffer for confidence. I don't think anybody would have believed me. I thought even he would have thought that was absolutely insane. So to think about that night, when he went back to Cleveland, they were in Columbus.
¿Cómo está, coño?
To think about
Y estaba también.
running around the locker room, sticking his hands in the ice
Ali
bucket,
fombo.
and the reporters having to say, hey, Bronny, don't. We called him LeBron back then. We didn't call him Bronny. Don't put your hands in the ice bucket. There's some nasty stuff in there. Thinking about that,
Like I was saying, calm and collected.
And I've just watched from afar. It's not my son. So I can only imagine what this moment meant to him. I know it was a preseason game
That's the
in
one.
spring and has very little overall meaning, and there is more big moments to come. But this is something we've literally seen before in the NBA. We're going to see it more.
Vai bala. I think coño.
Yeah, I mean, this is just there's been so much controversy over the last few months about the draft pick.
Está bom.
All this stuff. That does not matter in that moment when LeBron James took to the court and walked right. He could say they were doing it for a full court press. He could say that was a design.
Impossível,
So
tá?
LeBron knows where the cameras are, and
Ninguém estudar
Lagi ko na ba ito di ang.
you could see James Jr. and take that picture. LeBron is a guy who, checks off all of these goals that he has in life. Right, that's the moment. We're going to be replaying that. Cameras on? Yeah, right. We're going to be replaying that forever. And he says that I have all these goals.
Let's go.
Don't feel Jefferson.
Ah, sì. È fishando. Dai! Vai! E referee! Ah, volevo darmi turno. Non miste flight. Not ti miste bora. Polno ci chiede Un meio que invece sta libertata. Di rato singe che passa, va? Amen.
They were not looking at this in the correct way. What the Lakers did with that 55th pick was draft
Vai no balla. Ai ai ai. Mira aqui, New Hindi.
He played 16 minutes and had 19 points, like 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He was blocking shots. This is a season
Bom decade.
The Lakers, if they do great, might make the top 6. Realistically, they might be fighting for a play-in spot. LeBron's out there playing.
I know.
Because he's important to him to be engaged.
Coño.
JJ understands that. That's why JJ, the first game LeBron plays, has Bronny in there with him. And I would expect, if everybody's healthy, on opening night at this exact same part of the game to start the second quarter, we're going to see it in a real game because JJ knows the rewards from that outweigh any issue with anybody being upset about nepotism or worrying about Bronny's minutes or counting his money or whatever.
That's a very optimistic, kind way of describing this. But also we know
Botta tarda no.
Petty, right? Petty is part of it. Revenge is part of it. And everybody's been saying you ruined this team by drafting your son at 55th. You're politicking on the team, and he has also to say I'm doing what's best for this team because I believe not only in my son but in what I could do at this point. You brought out the stats. The stats are one thing. That block that he had early in the game with Devin Booker when he's got as high as you've seen LeBron get in his prime and blocked his shot into the 5th row. That is
offside.
I'm still that guy. Y'all can say what y'all want about me and what I'm doing to this team. I'm still going to carry this team as far as they can go.
Okay, so we got other stuff to get to in the show, but before we turn the page, Wendy, I like the way you contextualize this opportunity, but how long does this become an energizing piece for LeBron James potentially when it comes to the Lakers?
Well, it ain't going to last the whole season because at some point LeBron was going to go to the G League. But coming off the Olympics, I wasn't sure what LeBron was going to have in the tank during the season, and now I see him going full power.
All right, well, we will certainly be watching that. It's one of the biggest stories in the league this year for sure. All right, we got action in
Di come vai ripetere? Ai no, macho.
The Liberty punched their ticket to the NBA Finals and took one more step to the ultimate redemption in Game 4 against the Aces. We are joined by
Mama suave.
Ma pullavo più alto no. E poi la passa su forza. Dalla, ban suave. Kita. No. Hi. Oh, dear. Kita. Susei. Kita sana. Kita sana. Di rabbia?
Well, hello. Bang,
Maunda. Middle lane? Dong. Hilda mo! Sabi ko ka ba middle lane ng Matthew? Sige sino?
We got a little more liberty for you as you see the passion flowing. Vandersloot would drive.
Su di là tipo tengo che dare.
Ball touches the paint, finds the three-point line. It's a beautiful thing for the New York Liberty. They are seeking their first.
Niemand! Allee. Qui! Nada non sta passando. Pipista. Ai! Ai, mi sta cambiando. Oh. Shit. Nada non sta passando.
I know.
Chi è battuta? Date speranza no.
To do what they've done is not easy. Like, you know,
Ja, irgendwie so.
they've gotten there and won twice, and it's a testament to their togetherness, their experience. We've always respected them. We have the utmost respect for what they've been able to accomplish, what Becky's done here in a short amount of time, and
No, ma solo más
thank them
energia,
for helping
de
us
madre.
continue to get better.
Kijk, die hoppie courage, man.
Took a switch. The beautiful thing about
Esta vaina.
New York's had
Ay, no.
will and determination this
Danke.
whole year. We talked a lot of smack last year.
Ey, vos no cansaba.
And they got to smack us this year. For us,
No,
we'll have a long off season. And for us, we will be back.
I love Becky owning the smack talk of last year. All right, check this out, though. It's been a dominant run for the Aces the last 3 seasons. They're just the 3rd franchise to win consecutive titles since the Sparks did it in 01-02. They've also led the league in scoring in all 3 seasons and have had the best record in the league by 7 games. Now, talk about petty social media. The New York Liberty dropped this tweet following the win, and New Yorkers know. You don't even have to really explain this. It's a pair of Timbs on the logo, and that's that. I personally think they let Ellie handle the Instagram. They gave her the Instagram keys, and she got super petty. But as I mentioned, Rebecca Lobo is joining us. Let's talk about this Liberty squad, Rebecca, because clearly they are on a mission. How much of this win was about...
Pottingo cuore, Lolo. Hi.
I think all of it was, Monica. I think they were fueled all season long by the heartbreak of a season ago. And you heard Becky Hammond sound about them talking a lot of smack last year. Well, what did Teddy Brondello do at the end of the film session before the series started? She played some of that. She played some of the celebration and the sound from the Vegas Aces parade. And this year, this team, this New York team, was more experienced. They were more ready for these moments. And it really showed through in Game 4 in that 4th quarter. It was a 2-point game going into the 4th quarter. And what happened? New York simply dominated. Brianna Stewart, while she didn't score in the 4th, had 3 blocks.
I know.
Hitting huge threes. Jonquil Jones hitting huge threes in that 4th quarter as well. All 3 of those women, and Courtney Vandersloot played very well down the stretch. Those 4 women were all on the court at the end of the game. Game 4 of the finals a year ago when they lost. They all saw the celebration, and of course,
Ay, den coño sa. Okay. Hard man, pep not upper that. Let's go.
Just their toughness. New
Nog
York
2.
is a tougher, much more mature team.
Hoor ik Golding.
The addition of Leonie Bebish has been massive for the New York Liberty. What she can do on the defensive end of the floor, her efficiency, playing on the offensive end as well. But this is a team
It's a queda carrera back.
and they might let a game get out of hand. That's not the New York Liberty anymore. They just have an edge about them. And again, I think it's all fueled from the way that the season ended a year ago.
All right, so now let's go to the Aces and Asia Wilson, her 3rd MVP, a masterclass of a season. How do we put it in perspective, considering that this team will not complete the 3-peat?
It's the most dominant season we've ever seen in the history of the league, and the numbers back that up. She averaged more points than anyone has in the...
Are the Bucks duo going to be a better combo this season?
By the way, they were really good last season. when they were 41 and 22 when they played together. That is
I know.
44 and 21. I got it wrong. That's pretty good. Can they be better? Yes. But when they actually were healthy on the court together, which they were not in the playoffs, they did very, very well. This was not a failed pairing. It was one that didn't have the full season to gel.
I'm glad you got around to an answer because I wasn't sure where you were going yet. There with that. All right, David, James Harden, your boy, 13 points.
Ai no, te che pasna che suazo.
Harden did say on media day that the Clippers team would have a whole lot of him. D. Dennis. What does that mean? A lot of Harden for the Clippers.
A lot of Harden, that means a lot of ball stuff. That means that he's going to have the ball. It's going to be the West Coast Rockets. Think about where the Clippers were about 9 months ago. Westbrook is not there for better or worse. And now you have Harden who's ball handling again, trying to figure things out this next season.
So close, but so far away 9 months ago. All right, Dallas Mavs, y'all. Luka, full court shot? Yeah. Like, what? But here's where this gets fun. We got to check out the tweet from his...
Well, watch Lively after he makes it. Watch what Lively does.
Mm-hmm. So Lively was throwing the towel. Do we think that that's 100K followers on Instagram or likes or what?
Impossible, sua.
Hey, it's extraneous. There may have been a bet with a guy in a rookie contract that ate for 100K.
Oh man,
I bet you 100K that there was
One
not 100K
second.
going on there.
It must be nice to even theoretically toss that type of money around. But all right, let's get some more basketball. One of the biggest stories of the weekend took place in Charlotte when Karl Anthony Towns took the court as a New York Knick.
Coño, pasilje, sua. Está bom.
Early, it looks good. Knicks would lead by 3. This next highlight, Wendy, cat to the rim.
Yeah, he made a couple threes early and then went to the basket, got to the free throw line too, showing his full offensive game.
All right, a little later, Brunson's going to collect this rebound, and the Knicks are off to the races.
Dunk it.
Does he?
There you go. That man get up a little bit. Look at that.
Fece ora.
Ja tengo tu nekarci to. Hallo.
Guys, all the dunks in preseason?
Gotta save those legs, man.
E ding no! Coño, man.
And then, this was a highlight.
Sì.
The swing.
Ah, non si è... Un arbi.
Alright, so things you should know. Cat, the attempted three-pointers in his preseason debut. That's more than
Haaland.
Robinson.
Tonti bo mama, guy.
I think they're two different players, but it's important that you know that. And as the self-proclaimed greatest shooting big man in NBA history, what could it mean for the Knicks this season? Well, I think
Serio?
it's just the first preseason game. All right, so let's go into some tape because, you know, we want to take a look at some things. It's so important here that we look at the spacing that Karl Anthony Towns creates. I'm going to pause this on the catch because you got OG Anunoby in this corner you can't see off screen. But immediately your eye is drawn to all of this activity. This particular play, Cat is going to go to the rim, but if the ball is to swing and there's to be action, you're going to drag all the defense, and it's going to create more lanes, in particular for Jalen Brunson, who we know is so unselfish and will find his teammates. This is that attack.
Ay.
Courtesy of what Karl Anthony Towns brings to the table. This next play, catching on this elbow extended. Now, later in the game, you saw some more actions with screen. The screen is refreshed. But it's so important to note that this defender is going to have to play Cat honestly because he can put the ball on the floor. He can
Serio, Botawega?
he can pass. He's got
Coño,
potential shooters that are flanking him. On this one,
Coño.
just pass. It's preseason basketball, so
Allah, nunca pakul fa.
but you get the idea because that's what's important.
Sowieso.
Remains. I need your takes on the Knicks.
Niet vals spelen, hè?
Roster. Big time upgrade. What do you think their potential is, David?
Corey.
Yeah, I mean, regular season, I think we
Wat dan je?
they're
Corey.
going to accumulate a lot of wins, basically because of what Karl Anthony Towns does offensively. Takes a little bit of load off of Jalen Brunson.
Di combo to biri sini.
Showed there, that interior passing, him on the post.
Ay.
A lot of that off-ball movement on their first game. When they do that in the regular season,
Oh, non mangi!
Ow, ref.
them in Memphis, where they blew all those leads, and a lot of that was on Karl Anthony Towns. That is going to be the thing that I would like to see for him, improvement-wise, come playoff time when it comes to for them making deep playoff runs.
I love what I saw from Cat in this game. Because he's been with the team a couple of days. They had to wait for the trade to come out. He came out super ultra-aggressive. Shooting the outside shot. Go ahead and take that long shot. You better get up on that screen, boys. And then after that...
Ay, no te con Naki, man.
Full suku. Dulu cabay dulu. Sobre vega kaba. Amita yama hurricane.
He's one of the most dynamic guys coming off the screen in the league. Now, with Towns, you have a guy who can pick and pop or pick and roll. Everybody just assumes he's going to go for three. He can do more than that. The guys can easily put in 35 points in a game. And so when you add that, there's no way you're going to be able to defend that pick and roll with two guys. You're going to need a player.
But te queda bodilante, din coño, man.
When Towns is out of there,
Otro
and the
lolo.
lane is open, Jalen Brunson, when he goes to back down, we know that he likes to get in this curve mode, big body Brunson in. When that happens, he now is going to have the lane behind him. One of the things that happened with Dante DiVincenzo, he really learned angles. And the reason he needed angles was because they could play with an extra body on Brunson. They could bring the double team. How are you going to bring a double team on Brunson when you get Anunoby, Bridges, and Towns out there? You can't. So when I watched this Knicks offense yesterday, I walked away going, this could be the #1 offense in the league. It really could be if they stay healthy.
Ay, no, Ambu.
Yeah, I
totally
understand and see what you see in terms of the potential offensively. My thing is now going to be the defense.
Cala, que odio,
I think Karl Anthony Towns has the ability to be a center
Ang Jamal. Lagam ko balatin is wala.
as things continue to gel. Now, speaking of Karl Anthony Towns, obviously,
yay!
Okay.
In the Eastern Conference, when you talk about centers, right, Wendy? So first off of your Wendy puts up a towering list of the
Mira aquí.
Nunca me doy back. Alla, che odio.
From Paris, as you can see, the one and only Mr. Brian Windhorst. How are the beignets over there?
Oh, bonsoir, mes amis. It's a wonderful time here in Paris. Just for you, Christine, I asked them to light it up before I left.
Sige, Bino.
Sadly, they don't have any in Paris. Tell Chine about that. That's okay. All right, now number 5 was a tough one.
Okay.
I'm not trying to offend anybody in October. I went with Jared Allen of the Cavs because for 2 years in a row they've been.
I know, bro.
Because Jared Allen has been so good defensively, I think when other than Donovan Mitchell, he's their most valuable player. When he's out, they struggle a little bit. So with respect to Brook Lopez, with respect to Miles Turner, I did this with, kind of a tie, but Jared Allen with an edge because of their seeding last couple years. All right, number 4, the NBA champ, Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis is such a difference-making player for the Celtics, stretching the floor with those long three-pointers. You really can't defend him on the outside. And then what he can do defensively, he just made such a difference for them instantaneously. I'm telling you guys, the finals were just...
I know, boo.
Porzingis made those big difference-making plays. He's obviously going to come back later this year, but he's on that list. Number 3. Now, he is lower than he probably should be, with reason. I got Carl Towns here. Now,
No.
if we talk about this again in a couple of months, I'm not going to have Carl here. This is obviously an All-NBA player. Let's see how he does playing in the East a little bit. I think he's going to get challenged defensively, as of course he has been throughout his career. He has got the potential to be right there as an Eastern Conference All-Star. But I'm going to put him third, mostly because of the guy that I have second here, who gets underrated most of the time. So if anything, if I'm guilty of overrating him, so be it. Bam Adebayo from the Miami Heat, who his most important value is that he can guard 1 through 5. I voted for him for Defensive Player of the Year a couple years ago. He finally made first-team All-Defense last year. He should.
Yo, this one.
And then he's actually well-rounded out his offensive game more. Shot some threes in the Olympics this year. Number one, the MVP. Will Joel Embiid be healthy come playoff time? It's probably one of the top 2 or 3 questions in the entire NBA season. We know that when he is healthy, he is unstoppable. Last year, before that freak knee injury in Denver, he was averaging more than a point a minute. We hadn't seen that since Wilt Chamberlain. If he is healthy, he is devastating and dominant and has earned that number 1 spot.
We got 30 seconds to react, David. All right, Wendy, I no disrespect to you or Bam Adebayo. Do not want to critique the list here too much. But
my guy
is not a better center than Bam Adebayo this season. The Knicks are in trouble. He needs to be 1 or 1A when it comes to that. And you talk about him and Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid has averaged 40 points when he played against Karl Anthony Towns in the last 3 games. We need Karl Anthony Towns to be near the top for the Knicks to be who we think they could be when we saw that offense. Earning his way toward the top of this list is a good sign for the Knicks. But I also think when you look at this list, you got very different types of centers. Yeah, and that matters in this conversation.
Elke 2 jaar 2 nieuwe brillen. En bij schade, verlies of diefstal krijg je passende vervanging. Zo ben je altijd verzekerd van zorgeloos goed zicht. Al vanaf €9,75 per maand. Kijk voor meer informatie op world.nl. Aanbiedingen bij Auto Hero. De Volkswagen Golf vanaf €12.300. Of de Skoda Fabia vanaf €10.500. En nog veel meer. Vind nu jouw zomerdeal bij Auto Hero. Europa's grootste onafhankelijke autodealer.
Another bad loss for the Cleveland Browns and another poor performance from the only player in the NFL whose entire contract is guaranteed. Sean Watson was 15 for 28, threw for just 125 yards, 1 TD, sacked 7 times. Despite the struggles, his head coach says Watson is the guy.
Did you consider a change before that? No. I mean, yeah, obviously in that 4th quarter, so we discussed it. Given the struggles of the offense, how much, how do you think this change Yeah, we're not changing quarterbacks. We need to play better. I need to coach better. And that's really what it is.
SA, let's dive in. What did the Browns do with Watson?
Deshaun Watson is awful. It's so awful that if somebody wanted to arrest him for being awful, I would accept it.
I don't think they're
laugh either. It's funny, but it's wrong to laugh, so I apologize.
It's not funny because I want to put this in perspective, and please put Shay up on the screen so I can see him while I'm talking to Dan as well. His QBR yesterday in the against the Washington Commanders was 8.5. Do you know that wasn't even his worst QBR this season? It was 8.3 against the Cowboys in Week 1. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? You understand? I mean, you know QBR better than me. Everybody know QBR is you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, are you kidding me? 8.5? I didn't know QBR really existed. Never paid attention to it. Never seen it. Zach Wilson had higher QBRs than that. Russell had higher QBRs than that. I
Daarna.
Vergeet ik een tiertje.
Como querás, ¿eh? No.
Nu was het betalen.
Fancy Alan.
Ah, no, malo. Ah, mi abu.
Ay, no, hermano.
Where they engaged in the tush push joint to get the first down. But that was an extra down. You didn't have to run.
Yo, deze cátedra. Ela vai ver, Cari. Carito. Puxa, abu. Open convenciente, open convenciente.
Wow. Wow. Dai, mano, mano. Non sta vedendo che otro cocchio, eh? Sì, sì, sì.
Ok.
Non deve essere un camion cammino.
Ok. Va bene, muchacha. Clásico.
Bom, que mês cambia de alma aqui, ó.
That's our starting quarterback, y'all. You know, I mean, you know what it is. And just leave it at that. Because we'll go like this. Well, we know you paid me to go on a guarantee for $230 million. It is awful, and it's a damn shame that the city of Cleveland's going through it. Play Jameis Winston, bench him, move forward.
I don't know, Stephen A., to be honest with you, I don't know what they can do. If the Browns cut Deshaun Watson before June 1st, they still owe him $92 million, and he would incur a $172.7 million in dead cap. If you cut him after, you will incur an $86 million in dead cap space. Here's the thing. When you look at Deshaun Watson, his last year in Houston, he led the NFL in passing yards. I can't say without an injury, I've ever seen a more precipitous drop from a professional athlete and I'm 56. I've been watching sports for about 45, almost 50 years. You'd have to go back to somebody like a Rick Ankiel. I don't know if you remember him, D.O. He couldn't throw the ball over the plate. They had to move him to the outfield. You go back and look at an Ian Baker Finch, or you look at a David Duval. They developed what they call the YIP. Chuck Knobloch. He was a second baseman, and he couldn't throw the ball to first base. That's what I equate this to. I've never seen anything like it. And I've been following sports and been a sports enthusiast fan, whatever you want to call me, damn near all my life. I've never seen anything. If he was injured, he had a patella injury or he had a shoulder almost come off the bone like a Drew Brees, I can say, you know what, Stephen A., that injury is really taking its toll on him, and he's not the same. Or the only thing is up here. Because a quarterback, 95% of what he does is up here. And right now, up here, it's not clear. It's cluttered. That is cluttered. Everything else is cluttered, D.O. I've never seen anything. What's going on with Deshaun? And it's
Epa. Wat zal er voor?
Ja.
No, cancel.
¿Me la caes vos?
Eller faktisk, a mí por qué over aquí of. Aber det væk det.
Ja, la camisa de Walkie.
¿Qué det?
La camisa de Walkie.
Så. An error occurred. And your online stats reporting failed.
Ve que estás espantado, no ayuda.
Baru manang. Tänään käymään minuutin mielestä onga sakeina.
Y si quieren que vamos a igual.
this past weekend by playing Prize Picks. I posted both of my picks before Sunday and Monday Night Football on my Instagram story at The Flight Mike. If you aren't signed up for Prize Picks, use my promo code microphone to get a free $50 when you place an entry of $5 or more. Thank you, Prize Picks, for the sponsor. Mike check 1212. What's going on, everybody? In our last video on ESPN, we discussed how much the network has evolved over the past 3 decades. In the 90s, if you wanted to get any type of news about any sport at all whatsoever, you had no choice but to go to ESPN. This was before Twitter was a thing. This was before YouTube was a thing. So if you wanted to find out about any crazy moves that were going on in the world of sports, or if you just wanted to catch sports highlights, you would watch ESPN. Fortunately, ESPN had a broad spectrum of entertainment available, and they have some incredible personalities delivering the entertainment to you, whether it was Chris Berman delivering NFL news, the insightfulness of Dan Patrick, or the entertaining personality of Stuart Scott. As time evolved, ESPN took on new forms of content, eventually entering into the hot take era, where you could turn on ESPN and still get the same insightful analysis as you got before, but you would also find different types of content that cater to different types of viewers. I said this many times in the past, I found First Take to be very entertaining. I mean, you could turn on ESPN and get insightful analysis, or you could turn on ESPN and watch Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith yelling about the greatness of LeBron James.
Johnny Manziel will become even bigger in the city of Cleveland, and his buddy and business partner LeBron James.
La volvés a sacar mejor.
You have detectives profile of a match of the opponent. Let me sit a minute,
Yeah.
Which is the 5th largest economy in the world. You know that's bigger than all of just behind Japan. We have the 5th biggest economy, the 5th highest GDP, and things are about to get even higher thanks to signing the law this week by our governor that will allow marijuana dispensaries to serve food and non-alcoholic drinks.